Andy and Maria, an adventurous and dynamic couple, had always dreamt of living in an old house that hummed with a deep, enigmatic history. Andy, an ardent history enthusiast, had a keen interest in the mysterious tales concealed within the time-worn walls of ancient homes. Maria, a flourishing artist, was captivated by the peculiar charm and aesthetic appeal such homes carried. Their combined aspirations led them to yearn for a home that was a treasure trove of untold stories and a stimulus for their shared creative impulses. Their quest came to an end when they found an ideal home nestled in a serene town, so quaint that it seemed untouched by time. The house, despite its aged facade and weather-worn walls, exuded an irresistible charisma that instantly drew them in. Its architectural nuances, the Gothic arches, ivy-draped walls, and the creaky wooden floors, all whispered silent tales from the annals of time. One chilly evening, their old friend Lucy, a longtime local, joined them for dinner. Known for her engaging storytelling and vast knowledge about the town, Lucy seemed like the perfect person to unveil the mystical history of their new home. As they gathered in the dimly lit dining room, the flickering candlelight casting elongated shadows added an eerie aura to their surroundings, the perfect setting for a haunting tale. Intrigued by the house's enigma and the town's folklore, Andy and Maria asked Lucy if there were any spooky stories associated with their house. With a reluctant sigh and hesitant glance, Lucy began, "Well, there's an ominous tale of a spectral presence, but it's more felt than seen. The ghost apparently causes an unnerving chill in the air and strange sounds, like phantom footsteps. Rumor has it, it's the soul of a woman who once lived here, who was brutally murdered by her husband. But I think the house is finally at peace." Maria sighed in disappointment. "That's a shame. A ghost story that's only lived in retrospect isn't much fun. It's a shame that there's no real thrill." Days turned into weeks, and the house, with its strange nocturnal noises and unshakable aura of unease, became a constant source of discomfort for the couple. Late one night, they were jolted awake by a woman's woeful sobbing. The sound, so sorrowful and chilling, seemed to echo from the very bones of the house. They traced the sound to the cellar, a place they'd seldom visited since moving in. As they stepped into the dark, claustrophobic space, it felt like stepping into another time, a more sinister past. A hidden chamber, concealed behind an ancient bookshelf, beckoned them, and in it, they found an antique mirror. As they gazed into the mirror, an image materialized. A woman, spectral and mournful, her clothing belonging to another era. Her eyes brimmed with an eternal sadness, her visage reflecting an unspeakable horror. Then, the room fell silent. The crying ceased, and in the mirror, the woman mouthed the chilling words, "He murdered me, in this very room." A piercing scream sliced through the silence, reverberating the mortal terror of the woman's last moments. Overwhelmed by sheer horror, Andy and Maria fled the cellar, escaping the house and the appalling reality of their once dream home. They were left with the chilling realization that they were sharing their abode with a soul forever trapped in her moment of terror, a grim reminder of a tragic past that couldn't be erased.